Hello everyone! Today I'm so excited to share with you an Acro Yoga flow. So this is a class you can do at home if you just have a yoga mat or anything to put down. If you have carpet in your home, you could probably just do this there. I wanted to share this video because I do have another acro video on the channel that's an at-home acro, and some people have been saying they've loved the video, they want more, and I'm so excited to hear that. That's so exciting because I love acro too. I cannot get enough. I have to do it every day. So like even when I don't come into the studio, if it's like a Sunday, a day off, like I might just get the mat out, do a few things that I call acro yoga. So they're based off yoga flows, some of the more advanced yoga, but also adding acro in. This may not be something that a lot of people have tried, like blending. Hopefully some of you have. So if you're an acrobat, you do gymnastics, and you've never really tried yoga, this will be really fun for you to open your body, stretch your body, wake up your body, and learn to kind of add yoga into that practice. And sometimes give yourself that milder day off, that little stretch. So for some of us, this could be a simpler practice, something a little more therapeutic. For those of you that are more just into yoga and you've been doing yoga for a long time, maybe you've never tried adding acro in, and this class may open up your eyes to some new moves that you can do. You might be more strong, more flexible than you knew, and can do some really cool stuff. So I'm going to try my best to, throughout this time, just be really, letting you guys know when something's a more advanced pose, like, hey, I wouldn't try this if you don't have a back walkover, but you can do this instead. And then for some of you guys, it's going to be a really kind of fun, kind of advanced class. So let's just all move together. So the way that I would love to start is just waking up our body with some sun salutation. So if you're familiar with yoga, you probably know this. If not, we're just going to sweep our arms up. Either way, we're just going to fold over our legs. So the first thing we're going to do, just fold over our legs. Take a few deep breaths here. Allow the back of your legs to lengthen and open. Allow your head to hang heavy. Just shake your head no, shake your head yes. So especially if it's morning, you may be a little stiff, just waking up your body. And then we're going to place our hands on the mat, bend our knees, and maybe jump or maybe lunge back to a plank, okay? So this is a little bit more of an advanced class, so we will be doing some jumping and things, but obviously if you need to take it louder, just go ahead and step back. We're in our plank. I want you guys to take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out. Now lower, bend those elbows and curl that chest up. Wake up the front of the body. Wake up the chest. If it's morning, you're just waking up, you can do a few rolls up and down. Maybe just wake up that spine a little bit more, or just hold here. Sometimes I like to twist, look over one shoulder, maybe the other shoulder. Maybe roll to one hip, other hip. Just wake up those sideways muscles. Okay, so once we're here, tucking the toes, go back through downward dog, walk the feet out, tread those heels, wake up the calves. Let's raise our right leg high. I like to do this a few times, just raise and lower, because sometimes those hamstrings again are pretty tight. You want to wake those legs up. Once your right leg is high, hold it there, bend that knee, look under your right arm, scorpion position. Maybe you just hold here. Again, if you're newer to this, if you're ready for a little more, flip over, open that chest, breathe in. Now I love to take some side plank variations here. So again, if you're more of a beginner, just place the right hand down, drop the right knee side plank. Or you can pull the right knee through. Here I'm grabbing the right foot with my left hand, and I'm pulling that leg out like a split, okay? So if you're choosing to do that, it's a little wobbly as you see. Find that moment of balance, breathe. And then we're gonna step that right foot back. We're gonna raise up our left leg. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hold that leg up, breathe in. And then I'm going to come into a lizard pose. I'm going to plant this foot down outside of the hand, so both my hands are inside the foot. Release the right knee. Open up the chest, catch your breath. You may be a little tired. Maybe drop those elbows. So like I said, a little more mild, a little more ease going into this than if you just bust out right into some acro, okay? So this is so good for our bodies if we do a lot, if we're physically very active, just giving ourselves a moment to stretch. So I'm going to go into my flying lizard here. You have a tutorial of this on the channel, but if you're not sure, elbow under your left thigh, right elbow turns into your rib cage, extend that left leg, extend your right leg, fly, beautiful, and then shift it back, plank, find that plank, lower chaturanga front, cobra, upward dog. I like to bring toes to head, just add that little extra stretch. Downward dog, walk our feet, feels so good, just breathe. Left leg up and down a few times, just sweep the leg up. Let your breath go, let your chest fall towards your thigh, just enjoy this wake up. When you're ready, hold that left leg high, under your left arm, bend your left knee. Scorpion position. Maybe flip, chest and heart open to the sky. Then take left hand back down. Take the left knee either to the floor side plank or pull it through. I like to take the right hand and grab that left leg. It's just a really nice way to pull through that stretch. So even if you don't have a stretch this far, maybe you're here, okay? Challenge yourself if you like, and then maybe drop this knee or tuck that foot under. Have that balance, top leg up. This one to me feels a little more challenging. It's a lot of stacking those shoulders and hips, so work through that balance. Breathe. When you're ready, take that foot outside of your hands. Hands are inside. Lizard pose. We're gonna go into lizard before we take our nice flying lizard. You might stay here. Sometimes I like to sweep around, pull that back foot in, or just come down a little deeper. Just enjoy this lizard stretch. Deep breaths in. Keep your breath going. So within those moments of working so hard, I like to find a place for us to pause, breathe, catch our breath. Let's take a right elbow under that right thigh. Left elbow turns into the ribcage. Extend the right thigh, extend the left thigh. Flying lizard, breathe. Jump back, curl up, tug the toes. Downward dog, walk those feet out. Okay, so hopefully we're getting a little more woken up. We're gonna jump forward. Sweep our arms high, breathe in. Exhale, refold. Lift our gaze, bend our knees, hands to the mat, jump back, 10 push-ups. Elbows pull in, 1. You can drop to the knees if you prefer, 2. Breathe in, exhale, we want to create a little more heat in our body, 4. Breathing in, exhale, 5. We're going all the way for 10, okay, I know it's 10. 6. Breathe in, exhale, 7. Here's 8, you are almost there, just 2 more. 9, we can do it, last one. Whew. 10, beautiful. Press back. Find that downward dog, catch your breath. Okay, here, widen our hands, nice wide hands. We look up at the hands, bend the knees, up like a cat ready to pounce, jump through, find a seated position. I like to try to float here. So if you came all the way down, it's okay, try to push back up, float. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, drop the hips, boat pose. Whew. Catch your breath, arms raised. 1, 2, 3, 4, keep that breath going. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Time we're going to sink to a canoe position. Come to our lower back. Gaze at our feet. We're going to hold and run those feet for 10, 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5. You're doing great. 4, 3, 2. Now, and 1. Stretch your whole body long. Woo. Stretch that body long. Breathe. Reach your fingertips back. I like to really arch the back away from the floor here. Just to stretch out those abs. Really reach those fingertips back. Exhale, let your body melt into the floor. So if your wrists are tired from that, circle those wrists out. We will be coming back to the wrists, of course. But I want to do a little more core work. Core work is so important for our acro work. So our hands push into our side. We roll the legs up. We push with our arms into the floor. We roll our legs overhead. We tap the feet overhead. We lift the legs back up. We engage our core. We roll our spine down. Lower the legs. Lift back up for 1. Overhead, up. Roll back down, lower the legs, lift up for 2. Keep that breath continually flowing. I know we're tired. If we feel we need a break, just take one. Come back when you're ready. If this is a bit much for you, you can just lower and lift right here, okay? If you're ready, you can join all the way up. We call this the jackknife from Pilates. I love doing this. Again, like if it's a day, I'm kind of taking a day off, but I just really want to feel that energized core, feel strong. Feeling strong helps us get through our day. So this is a great way to just tap into that power of your core. Okay, 1 more. Let's just hold it overhead. Let's take a moment here. Just stretch, enjoy. Maybe soften your knees. This is where we catch our breath. Deep breaths in and out. So just take a few moments here. Allow that spine to release from the top of the head all the way up through the tailbone, making that C curve. Just stay here for a little while. So with acro, we do a lot for our back, a lot of back work, but we don't sometimes take the time to stretch. So on those days off, I really like to take a while with this stretch to just go the other way. Not always doing a back bend, sometimes taking more of what I would call a forward bend, but this is kind of a different way to do that forward bend. Legs coming towards you, gravity allowing that release. All right, once you feel ready, let your back slowly come down. Arms open out to the side. We're just gonna roll our legs side to side. So you'll notice these are some Pilates exercises I'm throwing in here because I really truly do dance, yoga, and Pilates kind of blend together for almost every class, whether it's a yoga class, dance class, Pilates class, and of course this Acro Yoga. It's going to still have a little Pilates in there because our core is so strong and does so much for us. So we have to tap in to get some of those moves. So one more each way. Last time. Okay, and then we're just going to plant our feet down. Arms overhead, roll our hips high. We're just going to hold here for a moment. Just feel that release. I sometimes like to tuck the shoulders under, clasp the hands together, maybe place the hands on the low back, and let your hips just sit into your hands. Sometimes wiggle those hips side to side. Maybe take one leg up here, flex and points, then the other. If you're feeling up for it already, if you're warm enough, roll into that wheel position. Push your legs as straight as you can, pushing your head and chest towards your arms. Then we're going to drop the tailbone and press it high. Drop the tailbone, press it high. This really wakes up the lower back. If you're still keeping your upper body down, you can still do this. Dropping the hips and pressing up. 2 more. Last one. Good, okay. From here, I like to walk the hands and feet a little closer if possible. Maybe see if I can touch those ankles, just for that extra flexibility. Then left leg up, right arm. Try to find that balance. And switch. Right leg up, left arm. Ooh, sometimes this side gets me. Okay, once you're ready, come down. Gently come down and hug your knees. Find your own way down if the way I circled out wasn't quite something you're used to. Just hug those knees. Squeeze in your forehead towards the knees. We're going to take a little twist. One hand behind us, elbow pushes against the knees, gaze over your back shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good job. Switching sides. Twist. Gaze over that back shoulder. This next sequence coming up is so fun. So much fun for our kind of like work on that balance. That can be a little tough. So let's turn our fingers towards our toes. Let's roll our hips up, okay? So we're just going to start with tricep dips. I'm sure we've all been a little familiar with this, but check your hips. Are they dropping? If so, push them up. Get them in line with those knees. We're going 8, 7, 6. Really bend those elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lock it up. Right leg high. Let's see if we can tap with the left hand. 1. And left hand tap with the right hand. 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. You're doing great here. 7. We're going to go all the way for 12, okay? 9 and 10. We have 2 more. 11. Now on 12, we're going to take the same right hand. I'm going to push the entire, rotate the left wrist, circle, and come around. I like to do these little circles through the wheel, helping to wake up every part of our body. Other way. Circle. Circle. Very good. Let's go the other way. Right arm back. Left arm back. Back up through our wheel. Nice and strong. Option 2, roll down or walk the feet a little closer, shift into your legs and roll up to stand, okay? From there, arms out, breathe in. Exhale, fold. This is where we start to get maybe just a little bit more advanced, okay? So I like to do some flows with front and back walkovers. If that is not for you, I want you guys to do 3 or 4 sun salutations. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, upward dog, downward dog. Otherwise, we're gonna reverse my back up, breathe in, exhale, reach back, arch, find our bridge, and do a little back walk over back limber, breathe in, exhale, fold back forward, shift the hands out. You can try a few tuck jumps here if you're just getting used to doing a press handstand. And see if you can find your balance, maybe press the legs up. So that's the best way to start, is tuck the knees in, and then push the legs up. Sometimes I take a step or 2, not on purpose, but if that happens, if you pushed a little more power and you have to walk it out, that's okay. It's actually going to train you to walk on your hands. So I'm actually not doing that intentionally. Let me focus a little more. So sometimes for me, trying to get those legs up, it's like they get stuck in a certain spot. So breathe, find that focus, point of focus. See if you can get that hold. And hug your legs, roll up, breathe in. Circle the wrist. We're going to try that front limber back to start. We're going to jump, tuck our knees, flip our hips, and there we are. And let's try that a few more times. So arch and back, breathe in. Take it back if you can. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands shift forward. Tuck those knees in. Flip. See if we can find that nice landing. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, refold. Bend the knees. Roll back. Finding your knees. Little back row. Okay, so this is all right on our yoga mat. We're gonna come up to our knees, push our hips forward, and arch our head back. Maybe you're doing camel here. Maybe you wanna let the head go all the way back. Maybe let those elbows go back. Breathe. Allow your chest to open. Be here 3 to 5 breaths. Once you feel ready, coming up. Okay, we're gonna get ready for our chest roll. So, hips tuck forward, arms press forward, okay? We're gonna roll on our thighs, push with our arms, and find that position. Come back when you're ready, so you can reach back. Then hands to your mat. Take your puppy pose. So instead of child's pose, we keep our hips over our knees, arms reach forward, palms toward the top of the head. So I know I went through that chest roll a little quickly. If you're like, oh my God, what just happened? That's okay. If you need a little support, we're gonna actually go into a couple other options here in a moment. So let's just take a moment, open up that chest. I really want this class to be really useful for any of you that are already doing acro and gymnastics and just want a different view of things from a yoga perspective, or for those of you that are more interested in yoga to maybe expand your practice a little bit, try something new. So some of us have seen that locust pose from yoga where our legs are up. It's kind of the same idea, so let's come out to our belly. So we don't necessarily have to go into that pose from our knees. We can also push with our arms and push our legs up. Kind of at this rocking, okay? And push those arms. And that's where you get that leg lift position from yoga. So if you're a little scared, it can be a little scary, pushing straight forward from the thighs. I like to do it this way because it gives a lot of momentum. But if that's scary, just start with your rock and push with those arms, okay? We're gonna come into a few more rocks in a moment, but let's take now a child's pose. So wide knees, hips to heels, settle back. We always want to take those moments to rest. Breathe. Now for those of you that are still not ready for rocking those legs so high, let's come out for a moment because we all need this strength training anyway. Let's have our arms and legs out, lift up, and just alternate spins. So for strengthening your back, I would recommend doing these every single day. Check that you're moving from your shoulders and not karate chopping from your elbows, okay? Because your upper back needs to be able to engage properly to really support you. Let's sweep our hands back, bend our knees, see if our hands can reach our feet. Find that bow, rock a few times. I have a lot of fun here with challenging myself to try to get those legs back and let go. Another way to do this is to take an inside grip, pull the feet overhead, push back, and then see if you can just let those legs carry you as far back as they're able. From there, letting go should feel a little more natural. Round that spine. Hips to heels. Okay, so we have a few more things I would love to try with you all. Let's come up to our toes and get in a little squat position. And if you're able to try crane pose, flex those hands out in front of you, bend your elbows, support your shins with your upper arm, and balance. We're going to try to hold here for 3 to 5 breaths. So this is just a great way to, again, tap into that core. We're going to hold. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe in. Exhale, one more, breathe in. As you exhale, see if you can jump back. Chaturanga Cobra, up dog, down dog. Walk those feet a little, and we're going to jump to a squat. Hands down, feet are around the hands. So I'm going to show this from the front. I'm going to try Firefly, hands around the feet, hips kind of in line with the knees. We're going to slide our hands back, place the fingers forward, squish the thighs in towards your arms, and point those toes. I have a few tutorials on flying crane pose and our Firefly pose as well. So check those in the channel if you want a little more direction on this. And when you're ready, come down. Side balance here. We're going to pull our elbows in, one towards our knee, one towards our upper thigh. We're going to lean over, side crane. Head comes down if you like. You can extend your legs. This can also be like a break stance, breaking kind of pose as well. You can do so other side. Sometimes one side's easier than the other. Your fingers point away from your body, elbows bent. One elbow pushes into the side of the knee, one elbow into your rib cage. Kind of like flying lizard. One elbow into the rib cage and extend. Breathe. From here, I love to come into a wheel and do a little back walk over up. That's just my little way of getting out. You can get out any way you like. Inhale, arms up. We're going to exhale, fold again. Bring the hands forward. Go through a little vinyasa plank. Lower chaturanga, the cobra or upward dog, and back through our downward dog. Widen those hands again. Bend the knees. Cat ready to pounce. Let's jump through. Okay, and lay down. Take your right leg with you. Big hamstring stretch. Deep breaths in and out. We are almost through, but I wanted to give you guys just a little more stretching to wake up your body. So just pull that hamstring towards you. If your leg's up here, that's okay, just keep pulling it. If it's going super close to your chest and you need to go further, you can always pull it just a slightly to the side so you can reach further, but make sure we're not way out to the side. We want to still have the leg mostly in front of us, okay? And then switch sides. Pull that opposite leg towards you. Hamstring stretching really helps us with a lot of the moves that require us to go through more of a split type position with the legs. So really just breathe into it. See if you can find some relaxation here. Catch your breath. All right, once we feel ready, let's go ahead. We're going to bend the left knee, cross that left thigh over towards our right shoulder and pull our right leg up. Hold on to the back of that leg, just pull it towards you. So you're making like a figure 4 stretch, really getting into your outer left hip, into your right hamstring, breathing into your glute, just waking up any tight places in your body here. Just keep that breath going. All right, and switching. Other side, cross right ankle over your left thigh and pull that left thigh in. Again, you can always, of course, add options like bending your knee or keeping your foot flat, but assuming that most of us are trying to kind of challenge ourselves just a little bit today, feel free to try straightening that leg if it feels good for you. And then I want to give us a little quad stretch here as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to bend the right knee, turn it in. And I like to sometimes keep this left knee bent and just kind of push over. I am very open through my hips, so sometimes I don't feel enough here. I like to take the left leg, lift it, and draw it towards the body, just like we did a moment ago. This may be a bit intense for some of us, but I found when I discovered this, I was like, oh my God, I can finally feel my quad stretch. So you might find this is really helpful if you're super flexible. Okay, so let's try other side. Left knee's gonna bend, send that knee to the floor. Make sure to be safe here, guys. So if your knee's flying up, you don't even need to lay all the way back. You can come up here. But you will start to notice, like again, if you're someone who's really open, adding a knee bend will help here, or even extending that leg. Often I can start to feel like the synovial fluid moving through the legs a little more when I do these stretches, getting a little more openness, and I feel that helps so much with keeping us safe with all of our movements that we do. So I'm sure some of you guys have experienced that. Others, this may be new for. So just breathe into it. It's an intense stretch. It's going to help us just wake everything up. One more breath in. Exhale now. Plant those feet wide and start to rock those knees side to side. Just checking in with everybody. Make sure you're feeling okay. Always move at your own level. Don't push past any points that you're not comfortable with in your body, okay? All right, we're going to just take one more moment, let our knees rock together, catch our breath. Again, this is more of a yoga moment, just bringing that energy back to our body, relaxing for a second here. And I do have just one more fun little experience I want to share with you guys. So we're going to roll back, do a little back roll. See if we can come right to our feet, otherwise just find yourself on your feet. Fold forward again and roll up, breathe in. Okay, so I like to do a forward and back sequence into a back extension. So this is going to be a front walkover. It goes through a straddle into a roll. Okay, so this is something I am doing here with a yoga mat, but if you're not as experienced, I would recommend perhaps getting a squish in your mat for this in case you were to fall, okay? So the way I'm going to do this is, when I do my forward front walkover, instead of just landing on my feet, I'm going to tuck my head bending outwards and roll, okay? But I am going through a straddle. So for those of you that this is a new experience, maybe just try straddle jumping first. Just try. propping up and jumping into a handstand from a straddle. And for those of you that already have that, make sure to tuck your head. Number one important thing, go through your straddle, tuck your chin, roll, plant your feet, and right into your back bend. Tuck, roll, and up. Okay, so that's just a little move I wanted to share, and I want to do these for about 5. So clapping, front, back, and up. So I know this video goes through things quickly. Again, I'm not expecting those of us that don't have acro experience to get those moves, but I wanted to share that for those of you that have acro experience and want something new to challenge yourself with. It's so fun to find new things that we can do. So last one, I don't know how many I did there. Let's hold it up. Release. Set the hips back. Very good job. All right, so we are just gonna finish up now that we stretch our back, challenge ourselves. Let's do some splits, one leg in front. I love to lift and clap, making sure that we engage our core. So when we're ready to move, we have that power through our legs. One more. Now keep that leg strong and straight, slide up. Hands on one side and each side of your leg. Maybe you're here, maybe you go further, 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 maybe you go all the way down. Once you're here, square those hips. Check in with your body, see how you're feeling. Both sit bones pointing straight ahead. It's okay if you're not all the way down, but those that are, twist, maybe opposite. Okay, and then try folding forward. Try arching back. Maybe bend one knee, pull it in. And then this is something that for me is challenging, but I love working on because it helps with all the other moves. From acro, some of you guys I'm sure are really good at this and can probably nail it in a second. If it takes a minute, it's okay. I did not have this for a long time, and I still am working on it. So I love to arch back, bring the foot towards the head, and then grab that ankle. I'm gonna try to pull back. And then come forward. So that is an intense stretch, obviously, but I hope you can have fun with that. Trying to start by just pulling this in if you're already down in your split. Second step would be to gaze back, hold that foot. And then of course from there, just pulling back, okay? I usually when I do this for myself, I twist and rotate. But go ahead and go to the other side however you like. And we're gonna come up, just get a little wake up on the other side. Really push from the half. Exhale. One more. Okay, here we are, we slide out. This might be enough, maybe we're all the way down. And just settle wherever you're at. If you're all the way down and you're just holding yourself, check in. Where's that back hip? Everything's in alignment. You're welcome to twist. You're welcome to come forward. And of course, for those of you that like a little bit more, pull that back foot. Okay, take those deep breaths. I know it's a lot. Every time this comes up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel it. But again, the more we do certain stretches, it just opens our body slightly over time. It's gonna be years sometimes before certain move feels natural in our body. So don't give up on yourself. Just know everything's baby steps along the way. If you're here and you wanna try, hands towards that foot. When you're ready, pulling back, come up. All right, so let's go through our middle splits. Last little stretch to finish up. Point those toes. Reach up and over. Other way. And then take it forward. I know we're kind of cooling down, but I will say there's one final little fun thing I love to do every single day, which is a flying straddle. It's really great for getting that upper body and feeling your inner thighs working in your straddle. Lifting from the bottom side, which is going to help you like in your jumps and things, keeping those legs extended. So we turn our palms down, so fingers face you, and you're going to be bending your elbows in to your rib cage, tuck in, and I start to lift the hips, and lift, and then I go back, come back to the straddle, and I just repeat those side stretches. Sometimes I'll repeat that a few times. So let's do it one more time. Maybe come forward. Here we go, elbows rotate in, bend those elbows into your rib cage, lift, push back open, arms up, woo, let's come forward. All right, everyone, this is so much fun. I hope you had a great time. I hope everyone found something new to try or just found a good way to kind of give yourself a little sequence on days you're taking it a little easier. Feet together, just do a little butterfly. You can't go wrong with a butterfly, just waking up those inner thighs and hips sometimes is the best stretch. More so than sometimes our splits and everything. We can just really get into those tighter places. So just keeping that option open to notice that yoga and acro have a lot of parallels. They come from different maybe mindsets. Sometimes with acro we're thinking more skills, get these tricks. Yoga can be more relaxing, stretching. But I think putting those together is like so good for our body, just being able to stretch and relax and breathe and care for our body and give our body moments of breaks, not push ourselves too hard if we don't need to, if we're not ready for something yet, but also have those fun challenges, because some of us, we love challenges, we love to challenge ourselves and push ourselves, and that's what I want to be here for you guys for. So I hope you have a great day. This was so much fun. Thanks for moving with me. I'll keep posting new videos, so subscribe to my channel if you'd like new videos on acro, yoga, dance, Pilates, anything like that. So much fun, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, and see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe.